Wah! Hey guys, I keep stealing. Poppy from girlshades.com. Today we're going to talk about hand gestures and how you can use your hands to be more sexy. So the way that you use your hands to be sexy is something that I have mastered for a long time. I have a double, triple jujitsu, triple ninjutsu, dragon, dick cheese sandwich, black belt in. And no, really. Okay, so some guy messaged me and he's like, hey, can you do a video on hand gestures? Because I like the way that you express yourself with your hands, and I want to learn how to do it and have an instructional video on it. And I thought about it, and it was something that I've always done because I think visually. So when I think of ideas, I think of them as visual structures, and I think in stories. I'm very bad in thinking math-wise, like in terms of just I think in networks and webs, and it's a very strange way of thinking. My philosophy professor, we were working on my senior thesis in college, and she was one of the advisors, and I was explaining on the board, I was like, going everywhere, and everyone, and it made so much sense to me. I was like, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter, it was a big topic, and I explained everything very clearly in my mind, but the professor was sitting there, and the other kids who were also doing their thesis were sitting there, and I'm like, okay, so, what do you guys think? And they're all like, like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, it makes so much sense. And then the professor, she's like, I knew one other kid who thought like you. And she's like, it's a cool way of thinking, and you're smart, but not a lot of people get it. Most people think, you go to this, you go to this, you go to this. How I think is, I'm saying this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and this. I kind of think like a girl. You know how girls tell stories, and then they're gonna start here? They're like, oh, but wait, I have to give you background information on why these guys are together, or why they're not together, and why, you know, she's jealous of him, and then they go into the story, and 20 minutes later they forgot about this story, and they're like, oh, go back to the story. So and then they get lost along the way. If you watch my videos, that's what happens with me. I don't know how I got this mind. Maybe it was being raised by a single mother. I don't know. It could be a feminine thing. It could be a poppy thing. Not really sure. See? Like right now, David's like, keep going, motherfucker. Move on to the next point. See? This is how I think. So, I think this way. And so I have to, I was always trying to figure out how do I communicate more clearly. And one of the ways that I consciously and subconsciously and unconsciously you're passed out, just communicating with your hands. English. So, the way that I learned how to communicate more clearly was visually represent how I'm thinking with my hands. Now, it's not like I have a special magic chalkboard that follows me around, right? That'd be cool too. Hey guys, you know how you diagram out what I'm saying. I have to show you what I'm doing with my hands and create a little puppet show. And it was something, like I said, I did consciously, but also unconsciously. It's just something I developed. What do I think about it? I think, how do I more accurately convey to you what I'm thinking and feeling with my hands? And I broke it down to this. I emphasize, and I illustrate, and I entertain. You've heard about me talk about, you've heard about me visual. You've heard me talk about intonation and the importance of your vocal tonality and the way that you're saying something, right? You can say one word, you can say, hey, you're beautiful. Or you can say, hey, you are beautiful. Completely different. Wow, you are sexy. That's very sexy. If you say, wow, you're sexy, what the fuck are you talking about? The bicycles? Yeah. When you emphasize something with your hands, you're having the same effect as if you're emphasizing with your voice, right? So if you say, wow, right? Or when I see a girl, I'll go, wow. Like, I'll do body language, like, right? It can be a bit effeminate sometimes, right? You're gonna have to do it in the way that fits your personality. I can be very, I almost said voracious, but I'm not really sure that it fits here. But very extravagant, very effeminate, exaggerating. I'm just a very exaggerating person. And so I'm going to be big with my hand gestures, and I'm going to be emphasizing, especially because I'm on YouTube right now. I'm a bit more crazy than I would be in person. I would be a little bit less me, and a little more toned down. But if I want to emphasize something, right, I'm going to do a lot of this naturally, or not naturally, it's something that I did teach myself. But like, look at the way I was like, if I'm gonna do something like this and be very, it's the hunched shoulders, it's the pulled in elbows. So this is kind of like, right? I don't know. Because that looks like with my face and my hand gestures, like I really don't know. It's very extreme though, so you don't want to do it in a situation where it's not needed. If someone's like, hey, do you know where this is? Be like, oh no, I don't know. See, it's a casual shake of the head, and then maybe, I don't think you can see my hands, like a empty-handed, right? Think visually. I don't know, I'm empty-handed. Learn how to, kind of like the Chinese script, right? It started out as visual pictorials, and then it simplified over thousands of years. But it started out as pictures. And so they were representing what they're trying to say with pictures. So try to represent yourself, and this is how a lot of sign language is based as well, is show what you're saying. So I don't know, I'm empty-handed, right? Or I think a girl is beautiful. Wow, right? Surprise. Oh wow, you're fucking beautiful. Now it's very extreme, right? You could just do like a, ooh, wow, like, oh, you're hot. These small things can emphasize what you're saying and add to the repertoire of the presentation that you're giving the girl, and it makes what you're saying more fun and entertaining, but also more sincere. I remember once I slept with this girl, and she, I met her in the park. She walked past me, and I just saw her, and I was like, wow, right? She didn't see me because she had walked past me. I was like, wow, and I kind of did like a whole thing, like, fuck, I just found her really attractive. And when I went to talk to her, she told me, oh, did you say wow earlier about me? And she was like, yeah. Or I said, yeah. She's like, wow. And then after we fought, she told me, she's like, look, one of the main reasons I went on a date with you is because that outpour of emotion that you had, that wow, it made me feel really sexy. So, hey, you're pretty. Wow, you're pretty. Totally different communication. So when you're dealing with people, or you're dealing especially with girls, you want to be having an emotional conversation. And so you can say something, but if you're not adding your hands and your face and your voice to the presentation, she's not going to feel it in her pussy, or her mind, or her ears, or her eyes. Okay? So emphasize what you're trying to say. Calibrate to the situation. Don't be too extreme, but also don't be too little. But you can use it reversely, right? If something's super serious, you can be like, fuck, right? Just complete static body language. Then what that conveys is a contrast of like, this is super serious, it's super big, and you're just like, imagine like the whole world is blowing up in a movie, and there's just a guy there, and he's like, fuck, right? It'd be really funny. So, emphasize, illustrate, draw. I like to draw. So, if I think of something and like it's a list in my mind, I'll go, as I'm talking, I'll go, well, here's the first reason, here's the second reason, here's the third reason. You can also count. Well, here's one thing, and then here's another, and here's another. If you're explaining a story, you can be like, he was right here, and he was right here, right? Or if you're talking about sex, you can be like, oh, the fucking damn bitch. You just fucking fist an imaginary asshole, right? This is your dick. You got a big old fucking honking arm dick. And you put it in her fucking mouth with her ass. People are gonna feel that, right? If it's a really funny story, and you're gonna be like, yeah, she was giving me so much shit, she was being such a bitch, right? This is me like showing that someone is arguing. We were fucking drunk and we were yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden we just started making out, right? And then I took her home and I just fucked her. Her head was slamming against the fucking marble sink, and she was just screaming, yes, Poppy, fuck me hard. Right? That's going to make it so much more fun and so much more entertaining, because people are going to be auditorially enchanted, they're going to be visually enchanted by your hand gestures, and then imaginationally, they're going to be enchanted because those things are working together to create a more accurate image of what's in your mind, because they didn't see what you saw, right? It's kind of funny, when we tell someone something, we're saying it because I fucking saw it. But you gotta remember, they literally are never gonna see that moment in history. It will be forever hidden from them unless it was videotaped. And even then, that's not the full experience, because they're missing the smells, or the feeling of actually being there. So when you're trying to take something that's in here and give it to you, whether it's an idea, or a story, or a memory, I need to illustrate it for you with my hands, my voice, and my body. And it's just fun. It's more entertaining, right? This is YouTube, so again, like I said, it needs to be a little bit more flamboyant, a little bit more crazy, because I gotta keep your attention, because you're all fucking ADHD, cracked out kids, and can watch a video for 5 minutes without spacing out. I get it. That's the job that I have to do. But in person, you have to realize girls are the same way. Look, girls, they range, right? Some girls can focus a lot more than others. But especially in club situations or bars, the drinking, the kind of girls who are going to do that a lot, they have certain predispositions where they live a life of very fast intoxications. What's going to get the most likes? What's going to get the most followers? What's going to get the most attention? How can I get the coolest people, the hottest people, right? They're going to be paying attention to whatever the new shiniest object is. You can be in a club and you're talking to a girl and you're like, hey, what's up? And she likes you, right? But then this big group of people with all these hot girls and hot guys come in, and there's a guy in there who's just like, yeah, oh my God, everyone's like, ah! Everyone's losing their fucking mind. She can't even help herself. She's gonna be talking to you, and she's gonna be like, yeah, I just, hey, actually, I think I see a friend over there. I'll be right back. Goes over there and, later is sucking that guy's dick. Because of the way he's expressing himself, and that's drawing in energy, and that's bringing in good emotions. That's what you're selling, these good emotions, okay? And hand gestures are gonna help you sell that good time, that fun time, that sexy time, and then girls are gonna chase after that. And people in general too. Friends are gonna enjoy being around you more, because these are small things. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have more friends because I can use hand gestures. Yeah, actually, that's totally fucking the truth. If you learn how to talk more attractively and have an attractive voice, learn how to tell stories better with your voice, learn how to speak more articulately, more intelligently, with a bigger vocabulary, more colorful vocabulary, how to use your facial expressions to be more sexy. We actually have a video on that, it's in the description below. And so if you combine how to have a sexy voice, which we also have a video for in the description below. So sexy voice, sexy facial expressions. We have a body language one. I don't think I uploaded it, so I need to. And then hand gestures. Congratulations, you got the whole fucking dance down. And so you put those choreographies together, and then you make a beautiful presentation. And women are going to be more enchanted, and men too. So friends are going to enjoy being around you. Women are going to be enjoying. They're going to enjoy being around you. See? Boom. It's like I got the words mixed up because I'm fucking stupid, and then I visually represented that by going like, and then you get it. You get what I was saying, even though it's obvious that I mixed up the words. By doing the hand gesture, you get it more. Yeah, cool. All right. That's how you use hand gestures to be more sexy and cool and entertain the people around you, and also emphasize what you're saying and illustrate it so that you can take the experience that you have in your mind and give it to others, so that you can share the same dream that you're enjoying, and you can have a fun time, sexy time, and a good time. Okay, cool. Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlshace.com. Follow me on Instagram, Poppy Castillo. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and see you soon. Ciao.